feminine. Let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. Let us see, let us see. Oh, Zaddy finna pop up, bow that ass. Zaddy finna pop up, bow that ass. As soon as we flip the deck, we see what is going on, what is going down. This person has you on their mind, ready to pop up on you. I guess you're not speaking to sir, ma'am, sir. They're feeling a way about this. All right, so they about to pull up on you. All right. Some of you just got tired of this person wearing a mask. All right, pretending. All right, like, you know you want me, but you want to act like you don't when certain people are around. I don't have time for this. I want somebody that's going to be on me, that's okay with being on me, that's not ashamed of letting people know they're on me or whatever. You know, whatever the reason is that you're trying to hide it, who knows? But you just don't have time for that. Now the person wants to reveal and confess their true feelings, you know, but they feel like they can't get through. Again, like I said yesterday, the cock has been blocked. All right, but yes, they are interested. They're sending you messages. They're reaching out as much as they can to try to get your attention, child. You said, I want somebody that knows what they want. All right. We have press. That's not stopping them from coming towards you, though. All right. They said they know what they want. What are you talking about? All right. Obsessive. All right. Desperation. The chaser. We have frequency. Telepathic. Song lyrics. Alignment. This person could be sending you messages through certain songs that you're hearing right now. Or you hear certain things and you're like, oh, okay, I know that's them sending me that message. All right, we have vacay, travel, new city, one way. Yeah, twin flame is thinking of popping up on you. They're feeling very desperate right now because you're not like responding. You're not giving them any clue as to if you will ever respond. So they're like, okay, I'm just going to have to pull up on shorty then. I don't know what else they want me to do. Okay. Like, if you think I'm just going to let you go, that's not an option. We have third wheel, other people, affair, karmic cycle. Yeah. All right. So they definitely have a third party here. That's what I'm saying. So they were trying to keep everything quiet, hush, hush, because of third party. You said, I'm not moving like that. Go over there with third party, but they still can't leave you alone. You're their twin. They're never, ever, ever going to be able to leave you alone. So I don't know why they keep this third party around, but the third party is there. And so you just over it, I guess. You know, I don't blame you. You want to be all in my face. You can't leave me alone. You keep coming after me. You know, what do you want? There's so many people in the world. You clearly want something. You want me, right? Okay, so then what is this person here for? You see what I'm saying? Because they want intimacy, quality time, cuddling with you. But perhaps they got the third party knocked up. Or maybe they had child or children with this person and they're already like in the family dynamic, you know? And if that's the case, it's like, do your thing for the sake of the family. But when you're on a healing journey, you know better than that. You know better than staying somewhere you're miserable at just because of children. Because children are going to pick up on that. And now your children miserable. So what exactly did you do? You see what I'm saying? You didn't do nothing by staying somewhere you wasn't happy at. All right. So let us see. Yeah, there's this spark between y'all. It's more than a spark, though. But you distance yourself because you said, well, if that's all it is, yeah, curved. Okay. If that's all it is, I'm okay. You know, I want more than a spark, all right? I can look at somebody at the register and be like, oh, they cute. They look at me and say, oh, they cute, a little spark. That is nothing. I need more than a spark. You get what I'm saying? Like, next. So you're like, deny, reject the runner, okay? Leap of faith, no regrets, new endeavors. They're coming towards you, okay? Regardless what you're talking about, what anybody's talking about, okay? Ciao. All right, we have the T. That's just what it is. Some of you feel like this person needed some tough love, you know? Like you were like, I was right here. I was available. I was in your face. You did nothing with that. So bye, Felicia. You know, like this is the consequence of whatever action or inaction. All right. So you didn't put in enough. You didn't do something. All right. We have ghosting, non-existent, cut off. No warning. They're like, do I not exist to you? Did what we have not exist? You know? Child, they are feeding. All right? They are feeding for that good loving. Okay? It says a snack. Sexual tension, irresistible, wanting more. All right? They're not going to get that anywhere else. It wouldn't matter who else they're intimate with. It wouldn't matter. Then we have trigger, healing, traumatized, solitude. The connection that exists between twins, you know, it's just different. You're not going to be able to replace it. You can have all the sex you want. It's not going to hit the same. So now you're out here just having a whole bunch of sex trying to replace something that you're not going to be able to replace and probably end up hurting yourself. You know, that's crazy. Or a connection, a energy, a vibe that you cannot match. You cannot replace. We have mask fish. All right. So yeah, this person was pretending, wearing that mask, not showing the truth, disguising because of karmic cycle that they're in right now. Yep. And so you're like, it's lit. I'm living life in the moment. You know, again, like we said the other day, is it too little too late? You know, they like, come with me. You know, you come over here, you stay the night with me, you say all these words, but none of that adds up. Because everything that you do says the opposite of what you're saying. You get what I'm saying? You're like, I'm letting you go. I'm loving myself. You know, you're very immature, closed-minded, reckless. You're petty, dude. The way you move with things, you know. Or it's like, if they feel you did something, like, move on. Then they try to do something to make you upset. Or it's just weird energy going on with that. And so you're like, I'm over it. You know, it's too much back and forth. It's too much people pleasing going on with you. Meanwhile, the person you should be trying to please, you're not. So I think it's just time for me to leave, you know. But this person wants to now offer you higher commitment, loyalty, all this other stuff. Like, how is this possible with third wheel still here? Good question. All right. Yeah, see, entanglement. No, who's doing that? Let's see what's up with this third wheel. Netflix and chill. Do you see? It's like, this is what they want with you. Intimacy, quality time, cuddling. So then why is this third wheel here? That makes no sense. That's why you think they're capping. You're like, you full of crap, okay? Gaslighting, bold-faced lies, all talk. You're full of it. Like, I don't want to hear nothing you guys to say, buddy old pal. You're full of it. What's back here? Chosen one. Enlightening others, against the grain, one of a kind. They feel like you're one of a kind. Again, you are. They cannot replace you. That won't happen. We have threatened. Yeah, they're embarrassed by how they look to you right now. Okay. They may also feel embarrassed that they're coming after. They may feel like, okay, now I'm starting to look desperate at this point because you're not responding. You're not saying nothing. But it's like, dude, you're going to have to apply the pressure, period. The energy that I'm picking up here, if they want this feminine's attention, or for you to even be like, yeah, I'll answer the phone, then they need to go hard, period. Yeah, we got the divine feminine under here. Exactly. I'm feeling that. They feel lost without you since you cut them off. And they feel this unexplainable pull, can't resist. They cannot resist you. Again, we know why. They may not know why. But it's because you're twin souls. All right. So, and if they do know why, okay, I don't think that makes it no better. We have Virgin today. Yeah, so they're about to confess, reveal how they're feeling today in this moment. This is what's going on. All right, so it's either they're going to reveal it and confess today, or today they're sending you telepathic messages, and this is confirmation because this is what they're feeling today. Okay, I just keep reiterating, today is a part of it. Okay, like today. Isn't it a commercial out there? 200-300 Empire today. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Projected divine feminine. Yep, so they're coming towards you. You see that today? Whether it's today or tomorrow, because it says days, weeks, months. They're coming, you see? So this is how they're feeling today about what they're going to do in the next coming days, weeks, months. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is going down regardless. And it's happening ASAP. As soon as possible. For those of you like, huh? Okay. As soon as possible. Okay. They're coming towards their divine feminine. As I said, if they do know who you are, it doesn't make it no better. They do know who you are then. They know you're the divine feminine. They've probably gotten readings on it, guys. That's been coming up a lot lately. Some of them could also do their own readings at this point, you know. So who knows? But, you know, everybody's think they can do it now. But we have insatiable, all right, unquenchable and wanting more, okay? Unquenchable and wanting more. So, yeah, they can never get enough of you, feminine, all right? And that's true. Anybody can get themselves a deck and do readings on yourself. By all means, yes, of course, you know. But I'm saying whoever they go to may not be, like, legit, may not be official. It may be giving them false advice. And that's why the two of you are still separated. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Like, some people don't really have a gift. They're just reading cards, you know. They study the book, they read the cards, nothing wrong with that. But there's a difference when you have a gift, But this person feels like they can never get enough of you, always going to want more of you, because yes, you are their divine feminine regardless of third wheel. That's what we see. All right, so child, it's because they love you. But again, with the third wheel stuff, it's like, dude, okay, I don't know if they're getting it for real. Let's see. No, they don't give a darn that karmic is there. Their eyes are still on you. They're focused on you. Yep, they right here. And then focus for you, excuse me, eyes for you, fascinated, watching. All right, I know this is Blue's favorite card in the entire deck. Why? Because that's how it's supposed to be. When somebody is into you, their eyes should be on you, just like that. Okay, that is exactly why. So we have the underlying energy here of escapade. Yeah, it's like they're wanting to come towards you. We saw vacate. That's exactly what the escapade energy is referring to. You know, they're like, enough with the running away from me, rejecting me, denying me. Okay, enough with that. Yeah, we have commitment interview. They want to talk to you. Can we talk about this? Because this is what I want. I want to be with you. So you running away from me. How am I gonna be with you if you run away from me? But you're like, how am I gonna be with you if karmic is there? You know, it's a lot going on. So this is why they say, let's just talk about it. Let's have this conversation. Let's get on the same page, because perhaps we not understanding the same thing. Yeah, karmic. You like, if karmic is there, how are we doing this? This makes no sense, right? But they have access to you via fake profile on social media. The karmic does. Okay. So they know about you. They may also be fascinated. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so we have the T. Yeah, magnetic and love affair. See, it's like, so because you won't do the love affair and they can't stay away from you, this is ultimately going to be what happens, because you're not doing it no other way. You know, if you still have this karmic attachment, if you're still with someone, then we can't be together. So I'm not doing no love affair thing. I'm not doing anything that would, you know, tip the karmic scales of justice out of my favor. You get what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. So you would have to move the right way in order for me to move with you. Otherwise, you say you're running away from it. You don't want it. Okay? If it's not going to be the righteous way, the upright way, you don't want it. All right. We have pressure cooker. And so, yeah, I feel like either this person already moved, soon will, or some of you recently moved or soon will. But yeah, I feel like this person wants to be closer to you. All right. And with that vacay, it's talking about one way, like traveling to a new place that you've never been to before and possibly staying. You know, some of you possibly live somewhere this person's never been. And so if they come, you're there. It's beautiful. You're like, oh, I'm home. You know, that kind of thing. All right. Honey, I'm home. Right? How amazing that would be to hear your love say that coming through the door, right? Every day, fresh off work, honey, I'm home. You're like, yes, baby. I'm in here doing X, Y, Z, 1, 2, and 3. How was your day? You know? Okay. We have loss and triggers. Yeah, see? Right here. Triggers. Yeah. Double emphasis on that. Healing, traumatized, solitude. This person feels a little traumatized by this. And I promise you, you did not do that on purpose. And it really hurts, I know, to hear that something that is happening right now is causing your person trauma. If you have a heart, it hurts, you know, to know that or to think that could be the case. However, you know, you're focused on ascending and walking your spiritual path, and all they have to do is walk that path as well. And again, the two of you could come together. Like this commitment that they want with you, this higher commitment, this loyalty, this sitting here with the wedding dress and the tux on. Okay, it's like, if this is what you want, you have to raise your vibration. You have to, you know, elevate, because you staying stuck in a karmic cycle is why you and feminine have not been able to come together the way you want. This is your happiness. Okay, so level up, ascend, you know, get away from the drama queen. okay? But you can't force a person. You can't twist their arm. You can't convince them. They have to be ready and willing to do that. Yeah, see, we have irreconcilable differences trying to jump out. So perhaps there will be separation from karmic, you know, things like that. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. All right, we have meditation, clearing space, removing negativity. So you've been smudging, saging, clearing space. I feel like the person has also been doing the same thing. As they do this, it's like their mind is becoming clearer. They're able to make certain decisions that they feel like they've been putting off for a while. Because it's not a matter of a decision had not been made. It had been made, but I feel like someone was dragging their feet with the physical aspect of things. All right, again, for whatever the case may have been. But this person does want to lock it down with their twin. They know you're their twin soul. So that I want to offer my twin soul loyalty, and I don't want to betray them, and I don't want to disappoint them. I want to be there for them in the ways that I can be, you know. So yeah, this person wants to be with you. All right, that's what we keep seeing. Yeah, come together. They want to come together with their twin soul. All right, it says the one mirrored souls pledge. Reconciliation, spiritual union, soul contract, solid foundation, higher commitment, and loyalty. All right. But because they were being immature, closed-minded, and reckless, you just separated yourself for a while. Okay. This is yourself. And here he goes. Daddy finna pop up on it ass. So if you think they are capping, trust and believe they are not. Okay. Yeah, they're anxious, but they're not capping. There was a third-party relationship and lesson, but they were never capping, you know? All right, give me 1 second, y'all. All right, feminine, let's get into the tarot. Let's see. Yeah, so you have an apology coming in from this person, all right, with the Page of Cups, and you have the 10 of Pentacles here. Yeah, they can see themselves building with you. 2 of Cups is perfect match, perfect partner, all right? So let us see what this person got going on. All right, messages for our feminines. Thank you, Spirit. One more shuffle. I said one more, but that ain't like one more. All right, good. Now let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Excuse me, y'all. What are the messages? Okay, we have a 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's like they feel very burdened, very stressed. All right, why do they feel burdened and stressed? Well, because right now they feel like, well, you know, I procrastinated. And because of me dragging my feet and procrastinating, I made this person feel like I took them and our connection for granted. Okay, so it's like it's really messing with them. Again, with they're embarrassed by how they look to you right now. Like a clown or something, you know? Like you don't take them serious. All right, flipped in reverse. We have the Lovers in reverse. See, yep. That's how they feeling. They feel like they cannot deal with this separation. They cannot deal with this, you know, space, you know, you being detached. They feel like they've caused trust issues here and they just need to fix it ASAP. Yeah, it's like they're heartbroken, you know. But it's like they did this to themselves, you know. We got the Queen of Wands. Yeah, they're very drawn to you. Very attractive, very magnetic, high vibration. You know that already about yourself. We have the World and we have the 4 of Wands. Yeah, so it's like they want to end the separation, come back into union or come into union. Take it how it applies. I felt this one and everything started tripping. We have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, you emotionally withdrew and detached because you felt like the person was procrastinating. Again, making promises and not keeping them. But they do love you and they're like wanting you to let them back into your heart. You know, stop being so cold, stop being so distant. But it was because of the 7 of Swords. You did not want to do the sneaky link situation. So it's like if this is how they were going to be moving, you just weren't going to be moving with them. Okay. That's where you were coming from. Yeah, we have the 5 of Pentacles. You blocked it out. You said, even if you're drawn to me, I just don't want a love affair type situation. All right. We have the High Priestess, the 6 of Wands. Uh-oh. You have the Strength card and the 9 of Cups. 1 second. All right. So the Strength card, the 9 of Cups. Okay. This person is like working up the nerve to let it be known that, yes, this is what I desire. This is my heart's desire, you know. This would be wish fulfillment because they know you think they're lying. They know There's been trust issues caused here. So I now have to work up the nerve, build up the courage to say what I wanted to say in the first place. It's not as easy as just coming to them and saying it like I used to, because, well, they don't believe me anymore, you know. But Six of Wands is success, overcoming challenges and obstacles. And then we have the Two of Cups. So I do see the two of you being able to work through it. In the event this person were to speak their truth, if you were to allow them to do so, right? But you got to get through some things first. All right. Alrighty. We have the Sun card. Very happy, very joyful. It's like you distance yourself, all that energy went away. The Four of Wands and the Tower. Wow. This is someone that knows that they want to be with you, wants to come together with their twin. However, the way that they're going to do it is going to shock you. The way that they're going to go about proposing or offering commitment or anything like that, you're going to be completely shocked by it, because again, this third party was there, so you're not even expecting this person to take that leap of faith, but they're going to. That's what we're seeing here. They don't want to be without you. We saw it pop up twice. Not once, but twice. We have the Fool. Yeah, see, this is detachment. This is detaching from things that don't serve me, from whatever is not, you know, going where I'm going, basically, right? Like, I'm elevating. If these things are keeping me down here and I know I want to rise above that, then look, I got to snip, let those things go. Three of Pentacles is, you know, cooperation, coming together, being on one accord. Again, let's have this conversation so we can get on one page. You can see how I actually feel about you and not assume that it's something else, right? So we have the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Cups. All right, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so it started to feel to you guys like this person, you know, even though affectionate, even though loving, like maybe it was just not meant to last. Okay, yeah, the Devil. You're like, nope, because this person is staying stuck in karmic situations. So how can we progress if this is what they're doing? So it's almost like you said, I'm going to just let them go and do what they want to do. Yeah, Eight of Swords, because they're not restricted. They're not stuck. They're just keeping themselves there. The Nine of Pentacles is you, very independent, self-sufficient. You like, don't worry about it. I'm good, you know. Excuse me. If the situation doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I'm not about to make myself feel bad because of it. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, okay? And this is today. It's like you're keeping your vibration high, but you doing the things that you do and moving the way you move only makes them more attracted to you. You get what I'm saying? Because you do this to maintain your peace and to keep your vibration where it's at. So, you know, I'm not about to come at you crazy, come at them crazy, do none of that extra stuff, you know? We have the King of Wands. Yeah, you know that the two of you are a vibrational match. They know the two of you are a vibrational match, but you can't force a person to do anything they don't want to do. We're going to keep saying that. So we have this Five of Cups. It's regret, remorse. It's also trauma. So trauma caused, you know, because of the situation. It's not necessarily your fault. You ended up walking away because you had no other choice. You know, it's like, let somebody keep playing in my face or respect myself enough to know that this is not what I deserve and walk away. You get what I'm saying? So it's almost like saying, sometimes people would rather a person disrespect themselves just so that they would be all right. No, you'll be okay. You get what I'm saying? Even if you go through a little bit of trauma and you have to heal, you know, obviously that's not what we would want for you. But should feminine have to go through certain things just because we don't want that person to go through certain things? You know, it's like, nah. At some point, too, it's like, are you avoiding accountability just like with the Lovers in reverse? You know, like you cannot make it seem as if feminine just distance themselves for no reason. No. So if you're feeling trauma, if you're feeling all that, it's because of the situation where you stayed stuck in a karmic, you know, cycle, but didn't have to. All right. So this Eight of Cups here, again, emotional withdrawal, detachment. Okay. Exiting stage left. Yeah. Reaching a limit and being like, I'm good. I'm done. So you started rebuilding yourself, working on self, going within. The Five of Cups, again, regret, remorse. So the Three of Wands, I'm coming towards you because I would rather come towards you and you deny me, right, than for me to wonder, okay, what would have happened if I would have worked up the nerve to go and pursue my heart's desire? What would have happened, right? So let's see. King of Cups. The Six of Swords. Yep. All right. So it's like this person may be very far from you, but it's not stopping them from coming towards you. Okay. They feel like you're trying to run away from them. They feel like you're trying to forget all about them. And they're praying that, you know, you let them back in. They're praying that that's not the case. They're praying that they get what their heart is desiring here. Okay. But first things first, an ending must take place before a new beginning can happen. Okay. All right, we have the Page of Wands and it's sideways. Yeah, see, you felt like they were being very closed-minded. The Page of Wands is an open-minded person. So it's like they have to expand their mind. They have to look at something from a different point of view. Let me see here. Page of Pentacles. Six of Wands. I feel like whatever it is, they already see it the way they need to, though. Like maybe they feel like they have to be with the person. Like they feel like they would feel crappy or bad about themselves if they leave the person. Listen. Two of Swords. All right. The Two of Swords is like being of two minds. Yeah, because I know this is what makes me happy over here with feminine. I really want to apologize, work that out. But if all I'm going to do is end up disappointing them again, you know. So this is why I think a lot of them still haven't come yet. Because they know that they want to make something right with you. But in order to do that, true, real changes have to be made. Like documentation has to be filed. You get what I'm saying? They have to come towards you with receipts. They have to be like, yeah, I'm not married anymore, or whatever the case may be. Like they can't just come to you any old kind of way because you're not doing no love affair stuff. All right, you're not doing that. We have the Tower and the Four of Wands. All right, the Death card. Yep, Nine of Swords. That's what they're anxious about because it's like, I know that I want to be with this person, but I also know because I want to be with this person, this would have to happen. All right, so, and the Tower only happens when we know it's something we need to do. We know it's adjustments we need to make. Spirit has talked to us about this multiple times. And we say, okay, God, I got you. I'm going to do it. And we never do it. We put it off to our timing instead of just respecting what God told us to do when God told us to do it. And so we become so uncomfortable that now we have no choice but to do it. You see? So the Ace of Swords is clarity, is truth, is honesty, is being authentic, right? So with the Five of Wands being like blocks, obstacles, challenges, things like that, arguments, you know, this could be the end of whatever the blocks are. This could be whatever internal conflict they were having, external blocks, right? But this could also be whatever fighting that was going on between them and karmic. All that stops because they end up speaking a truth. And that truth just like shatters the illusion that, you know, has been presented this whole time or something. All right. It's something like that going on. Let us see. Death card, Five of Wands. Something along those lines. All right, we have the Ace of Wands. And I know I tell you guys this all the time, but thank y'all for riding with your girl, supporting me the way y'all do. I really appreciate it. I have some goodies up my sleeve. 'Tis the season to be jolly, so I will be giving away a few things. All right, so again, just thank you guys so much for all your love and support, and make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you keep commenting, giving it a thumbs up, sharing it with all your favorite people on your favorite platforms, and you know the love just gonna keep on being reciprocated around here. All right, so yeah, the Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles. All right, so the Ace of Wands is a breakthrough. All right, this is somebody taking matters into their own hands and saying, you know what? Absolutely not. I can do something about this. The Ace, Ace is a new beginning, right? Fresh start. And then the Death card. So like we said, in order for a new beginning to happen, something must first end. The King of Pentacles, very grounded, very mature, but not typically a risk taker. They enjoy their security. But this person feels like, Fool card, I'ma do it. You know, now that goes back to the title from the other day video that we did, right? Like, I'ma just do it. I'ma do it. I'ma do it. I'ma just go for it, right? Whatever it was. That's where the person is. Think of the Fool card. It's the same thing where a person is on the cliff and they're like, I'ma just go for it. You don't know what the heck's going to happen, but you're just trusting that I'm going to land on my feet. You get what I'm saying? And when I land on my feet, I'm going to hit the ground running, okay? So yeah, we have the King of Swords and the Devil. Again, I feel like this Emperor spoke a very harsh truth to the karmic, and baby, they didn't know what to do. They felt like their head was spinning, okay? 90K, not my business, but we got the, yep, The Ace of Swords. So this person spoke a truth. The truth offers the pathway for a new beginning. All right. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is, again, working together, being on the same page. This person is dedicated towards or to this connection, this relationship, and they want to show you that, hey, we can work as a team, a great team, if we both be in this together. And I feel like there's a lot of telepathic communication going on between you and them. There are many things that a lot of the time they could have held back from you, but it's because this person was very skeptical in ways with the King of Swords energy we saw. Not of you, but of certain things. All right, we have the Empress, the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you have been working out or doing something. Whatever you're working on as far as yourself, it shows. People can see it. They notice it. All right, so keep doing whatever you're doing. It looks good. I'm pretty sure the reason you're doing it is not for other people to see, notice, etc. You're doing it for you. Especially if it's something like working out, you're doing it for your health, your well-being, so that you can be here to see your grandbabies and your great-grandbabies. You ain't doing it because somebody cared what it looked like. To heck with that. You get what I'm saying? But you look good, though. So I thought I'd tell you. And yeah, you know you looking good, good. And don't I know you from the hood. I like the way you do that right there, right there. Yes, she did. I know I'm always bringing something out the woodwork from like a million years ago. All right, we have memories and distance. Yeah, so now that the separation space blockage exists, all they have is the memory. So they're like reminiscing, thinking back, you know, missing you, wanting to hear from you again, you know, that kind of thing. But because you ain't reaching out, they definitely going to be reaching out because they're at a breaking point. Limit, final straw, overwhelmed. Can't take this, you know? Can't take this. Not can't touch this. Can't take this. All right, we have bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. Yeah, I can't wear this mask anymore. Can't do it. All right, the mask has fallen off. The truth has come out. We have depth, awareness, importance, value. Okay, there's a depth of love here. This person, they see something completely different now. It may be you. They may see you completely different now. We have pain, apprehensive, afraid, cautious. Because of the pain that you experienced here, you're very cautious, very apprehensive. You know, don't know if you should really let this person come back in, and it's making them bitter. It's making them feel away. Excuse me. Because, yeah, you guys are twins. You know, you got soulmates, deep love, unity, connection. You know what you guys are to each other. However, it's the way that they treated you, the way they made you feel. You know, you were coming open-hearted, and they just kept playing in your face with karmic. And you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. Are you okay? What's wrong with you? You have past life, okay? Deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. All right, so because they refuse to learn their lesson, you're like, all right, I learned mine. Now, it's not to say they haven't, you know, because they're clinging on to you. But that's where you were at. You were like, if they're not going to learn their lesson and close that cycle, then fine. You know, enough is enough. And how many times have you said that to yourself already? You know, so it's like enough with that. Like, I'm tired of telling myself that I'm done with this. I'm tired. Like, so I'm going to keep my promise to myself and be done. But nope, the person is still clinging. All right. And the twins are always connected. So that's the thing. If they're in clinging energy, you can sense that. You can feel that. This person is sitting here holding themselves and envisioning like they're hugging you. You can feel that. All right. But it says holding on, obsessing, and spying. Yeah, remember that focus card? They're definitely watching you, okay? Regardless of third party. Yeah, see? Influences, attachments, third parties, peers. So third party is there. Situation exists. Not stopping them from wanting their feminine. You put these boundaries up with them. You put distance, space, all that. It's not stopping them from being focused on you. Plugged in, tuned into everything that you're doing. Because you're their twin soul. All right? We have loyalty. And boundaries. Yeah, you're very loyal. They see that now because it's like, again, remember that entanglement card? Okay, so for some of you, you could have moved on, and now they're, you know, this boundary is placed. You're like, oh shoot, you know. But that's the thing. Whenever you were dealing with this person, who knows, something could have been that you were single and it was clear. You could have been considering your options, so you were dating to see who you like. You could have been working through something with an ex. You know, you could have been separated. You could have been in an open situation. Who knows? But whatever it was, they had the space and the opportunity to act at that time, and they didn't. And now it's like this line has been drawn because they've made it clear to you that the karmic is where they want to be. So you're like, okay, you go over there, do your thing, and I'm going to do my thing. And now they're regretting it because that was the chance that they had to speak their truth, to live their truth, to act on what they feel. They didn't take it. All right. So yeah, of course they're kicking themselves in the tush right now, right? You're very reliable. You're very trustworthy. You're someone I can believe in and depend on, you know, and that's important for a King of Pentacles. Just like for a Queen of Pentacles, we really, truly value our sense of security and stability, safety. I can't feel safe with someone if the situation is not stable or it's not secure. I can't feel like it's stable or secure if I don't trust you, if I can't rely on you, and I can't believe you or what you say, your word. But this person feels like they can do all that with you. So now they feel like they misunderstood, they made a mistake, and they live all over the place, you know? Say, I'm really going through it here. All right, so let us see. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, that sounds good. A mango avocado salad with lime dressing. I'm going to have to try that. Mango avocado salad with lime dressing. All right, chemistry. Attraction, spark, passion. Lots of chemistry between the two of you. All right, lots of passion. You're like, I need more passion, more energy, more energy. All right, you got confusion and possibilities. All right, you're a free spirit. You're very beautiful. This person could have been trying to control the situation or something. You said no. All right, they were uncertain, they were unclear, it was all over the place. You said, the only thing you have to do is come toward me and take the chance. But because you never did that, I'm confused as to why you keep coming back, why you keep bothering me. Right, you won't take the chance, you won't invest. You're a King of Pentacles, so I know you can. Okay, King of Pentacles, they can invest. Trust and believe. If a King of Pentacles is in your life and they're not investing, it's because they don't want to. You see what I'm saying? And so when you understand that, then you're like, oh, I'm off this person. You get what I'm saying? Because I know you have it, whether it's your time, your money, your energy, your love, whatever, and you ain't getting it. And then to top it off, I'm a Nine of Pentacles. It's not like I need it. I just know what I would be looking for if somebody were interested in me, and I'm not seeing that. You see what I'm saying? And don't let them be coming fake flexing or trying to fake trick on you like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you this, I'm gonna get you that. You didn't ask them for it, but they saying they gonna do it and then never do it. That's unattractive as I don't know what. I didn't even ask you. Then you're going to make the offer and you ain't even do it. Like, please stop. Okay. So yeah, we have beauty and we have thinking. So this person is missing you, craving you, desiring you. Okay. You're very charming, graceful, and kind-hearted. So they're taking one day at a time to get from out of this karmic situation. Person could have put a curse on them that has them trapped. Okay. We got curse and trap and longing. So that's why they just been longing this whole time. Abandoned, but they feel like you walked away from them, you're leaving them in the cold, and this is not right. Okay, but you know, they feel like it's not right. I don't mean it's not right. Okay, like you have to do what you have to do to protect yourself here. Let me see something right quick, y'all, before we move forward. Here we got divine feminine, open heart. You were very vulnerable, you were receptive, you're an empath, you were open for this person. They played with you, they sent mixed signals, and it was because of family, you know, whether they started a family with a person or whatever. But all right, let's see. Pain. First of all, bluff. Divine masculine. See, they the one wearing a mask. I told you. So you can flip it, put yourself whichever side you want. Divine masculines in the back of the back that are cross-watching. Hey, boo. If you know that feminine is the one wearing a mask, then flip it. That's all you got to do, boo. If you know you're the one that's waiting on them, then flip it. Okay? Because it's not always masculines that be playing games. All right, let us see the depth. And I do have masculine clients as well. All right, so no, it's not always masculines that's playing games. All right, let's see. Breaking point. Let's look over that. Nourish. All right, self-growth, self-focus, soul-finding. Yeah, so it's like this is what you're doing. You focus on self, and this is causing them to be at a breaking point. But these are the consequences. Didn't Blue say that? Of the actions or the inactions. That's just what it is. All right. Excuse me. Depth of what? I feel like you're a deep person. You're just someone who has depth to you. And they could have been used to dealing with very shallow individuals, shallow women, you know, or shallow men, whatever they into, child. I don't know. But it says unveiling, coming clean messages. Missing you, craving, desiring. They're desiring that depth. They're craving and missing that depth. Okay, so they're fantasizing about it. You've been very withdrawn, very to yourself. Now let's see, pain. Conflict. Yep, clashing, differences, incompatible. This is someone that you thought was for you. And then see, the King and Queen of Wands, you guys are compatible. You're a vibrational match. But because of the things that keep happening, you was like, oh, maybe we're just not compatible. And I feel like that's really hurting their feelings. It's really breaking their heart. But it's the way that they went about handling the situation. However, like I said, for some of you, this person does have a curse on them from this karmic. Okay, so they are not able to move forward anyway. All right, we have, yeah, rejection. All right, so you're like, well, I'm just rejecting that. They can be as hurt, upset, angry as they want to. But until or unless they do something to free themselves from that, there's nothing you could do about it. All right, now keep in mind with the today and the next few days and all that stuff. It's 12/12 on the timestamp. And we also saw 1 day at a time. So that's what 12/12 is about. Taking 1 day at a time. 1 step at a time, 1 day at a time. Fantasy. Yep, they're still just daydreaming about you. Fantasizing. Okay, regardless of this third party. Feeling very heartbroken and waiting for you to come back. Alright, so those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. The information is where you can book personal readings with me, purchase a copy of one of my decks, any of my books, etc. can be found in the description box beneath this video. Peace and hair grease.